Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of City stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Right, welcome to our preview shows. We look forward to the visit of the Chairboys. Yes, the old Chairboys, Wycombe Wanderers, to the Etihad Stadium for the Carabao Cup. It's our cup, nobody else's cup. Carabao Cup third round tie on the 21st of September 2021. At the Etihad, of course. Yeah, I always prefer to play these. I think is it a second round? You have to play a sort of so-called smaller team away from home. Is that that used to be the rule? I don't know if it still is, but I think third round should be as well, to be honest with you. But anyway, nice little trip out for Wycombe. They've never been to the Etihad before, have they? Although we didn't like it so much when they came to Main Road, to be honest with you. But that's another story, isn't it? Yeah. So welcome to this preview. Pep versus Gareth, of course. We'll be having a look at Wycombe, how they're doing so far, not just in the Cup, but in the league as well, and how they're feeling about things before this trip to the Premier League's champions. Of course, it'll be. I'll be trying to predict our 11, but it's a horrible one today. We're thinking of the next three games after this Wycombe game. It's a nightmare. Plus, injuries seem to be cropping up, and we don't know who's coming back from injury. I'm doing this before Pet's press conference on Monday, so a lot of question marks. But I'll have a go, and I'm not going to bother trying to. I do try and predict the opposition, don't I? But I don't know enough about Wycombe to even contemplate what Gareth's got on his mind for playing against City. So there you go. And the match isn't being shown anywhere again for the third game, for the third City game on the trot. It's not going to be shown anywhere. So if you can get there, please get there to the ground. That'll make Pep very happy, of course. So if you can get there, please do so. Obviously, otherwise, it's up to you guys. I'm not too sure where you can watch this one, to be honest with you. A full match replay, of course, should be available. I've not seen the sort of confirmation of that on the City Plus channel, usually from the midnight. So there you go. I must admit, I waited up till midnight after the Southampton game just to watch that. No, I didn't. So there we go. All right, who's in charge? Here we go. Robert Jones. Yeah, it's nice to have newer names, isn't it? Robert Jones is in charge. Darren Cann and Adrian Holmes are his linos. The fourth official, a bit of experience there, Martin Atkinson. And as far as I know, again, I've had a quick scout round before I came on here, but there's no VAR for the early rounds. I think it may be for the later rounds, but might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong on that one. But I've had a look at a couple of news articles, but they're sort of 2 or 3 years old, saying there's nothing till the semi-final of the final. So I don't know if that still goes with the Carabao Cup. I'm not too sure. It's now 2024, isn't it? So we've got to keep winning it till 2024 for it to be our cup. It's nobody else's cup, is it? But there you go. We'll see. Overall record against Wycombe Wanderers, well, doesn't make great reading, does it? Played 4, won 1, drawn 1. And lost 2. Yes, not great. Scored 5 and we let 3 in. So, I mean, even though obviously we're not very good, at least scored more goals. But that was mainly thanks to a certain game, which I'm going to mention now, obviously, on my History Boys feature. Please check that out, my Manchester City versus Wycombe History Boys feature, which looks at the Coca-Cola Cup second leg meeting on the 4th of October 1995. Yeah, so it's that one. Is it that one there, that programme there? So please check out my History Boys feature on that one. I think I put it up on the screen as well. Yep, so that's not great, but I'm sure we'll hopefully even the score up this time. Odds to win the match and the cup. To win the cup, City are 3-1 to win the Carabao Cup. Yeah, probably normal. Chelsea are 6, Liverpool 9, United 10-1, Wycombe 5,000 to 1. So there you go. Interesting there. Have a look at my odds show if you get a chance, please, because there's some interesting little prices there. Please, I don't condone gambling when the funds stop and all that. The match odds, we're going, the best price you can get on a City win is 1 to 10. So you put a tenner on, you'll get 11 quid back. Not a lot of value in that one. A draw is 10 to 1. So that's 90 minutes, obviously before penalties, and 50 to 1 you can get on Wycombe. So I mean, if I was a Wycombe fan, I'd be putting 50p on that. I would do, absolutely. As I said, please check out my little odds show for. It's not just odds; it's all information and sort of ideas as well. So I try and keep it a little bit lighter rather than just throwing figures at you. Right, here we go. Wycombe, how are they doing? Well, as it's Saturday, obviously they received a 3,105 allocation for this game, and as it's Saturday, yeah, they've sold the bulk of them as far as they're still selling. They're going to be selling up to the 20th, I think. But yeah, as far as I know, they were going to sell them after the game against Charlton Athletic as well. So they, may have well sold out now. But obviously, up till then, they had sold the bulk of the tickets, which is fantastic for them. I mean, their average home crowds are only ever anywhere between 3,000 and 5,500, something like that. So that's not bad going. Currently, they sit fifth now in Division 1. They weren't that great before yesterday, but obviously they had a great result on Saturday against Charlton Athletic, of course. The Addicts, yeah, a 2-1 win with a brace from Gareth McCleary, securing 3 points. And Mr. Ainsworth, Gary, the Ainsworth, the manager, is it Gary? I forgot his name now. My apologies, Gareth. Yeah, I was going to say Gary then. Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't mind Gary. Gareth said he should have had 4 or 5 really on the day. So there you go. But the Charlton are struggling a little bit. They're 23rd out of 24 in Division 1 at the moment, so they're not in great form. And their only loss, actually, of the season so far came at joint leaders Sunderland, if you like, at the Stadium of Light, although Wycombe actually created almost double the chances Sunderland did on the night, and a little bit unlucky to lose that one. Well, as I say, they now sit on 5th place, 5th in Division 1. That's after 7 games. They've won 4, drawn 2, and lost 1, and they're just 2 points behind now, the joint leaders, although Wigan are top on goal difference and Sunderland are second, so they're just a couple of points behind those 2 teams. To reach this round, to reach the 3rd round, they've obviously played rounds 1 and 2. Round 1, they drew 0-0 at Exeter, then won 4-3 on penalties. And in round 2, they drew 2-2 at Stevenage, after equalising in the 94th minute. So that wasn't too bad. And they drew 2-2 and won 5-3 on penalties to get to meet City. So, in theory, they sort of take on the bear now that's been poked in City, don't they? Wycombe have been poked a little by that, not the greatest performance against Southampton, but their confidence is high. There's absolutely no, I mean, the old saying, a free hit, isn't it? I mean, and this is exactly what it is for Wycombe. They can relax, take the pressures off, get away from the League Division 1 stuff, and just enjoy. And I think that's what the manager would say to the players, and that's what they'd have to do. They'd have to try and enjoy it. So it is a free hit for them. So I think they will be coming to the Etihad with a bit of confidence now after Southampton. But as I said, it could backfire on them. But we'll get on to City now. Let's have a quick look at what sort of shakes we're in at City. Hopefully, Pep will have more than 10 minutes, which he said he managed to get before the game against Southampton. So hopefully we might get 20 minutes with the team. With hard fixtures, of course, on the horizon. Players tired. I mean, they were tired the other day. It's another game. They're still going to be tired. I've no doubt, obviously. He's going to make changes, but he's also got to pay due respect to Wycombe, and we don't get humbled by Wycombe, do we? And why not? Say Wycombe will be well up for it. And it's certainly not his style, Pep, to play too many youngsters. He never does. He's certainly not for the last 3 or 4 seasons. He's always put 2 or 3 in, but never overdone it. I think he may have done in the early days. My memory might be playing tricks on me, but I think he did when he first came. But he likes his senior players to play in these games with just 2 or 3 kids. So I think these senior players would play if they were fit. For instance, Zinchenko was the first one I had down, but there's a doubt about him injury-wise. Diaz, we're a bit stuck, aren't we? We're a bit stuck central defence. Garcia's gone to torment Barcelona fans, and obviously we've lent out Taylor Harwood-Bellis, haven't we? So I'm a bit sure, all right, we got Walker and Ferner can play in there, but obviously they're guys who, certainly Walker anyway, would, you would hope would get a rest. But so I put Diaz or Aki, and obviously with Aki's last few days, you can't keep putting him at the sharp end. Sure, he's got to have a couple of days off to sort things out with himself, and he's done a wonderful job. Aki's my man of the match against Southampton, of course, but surely he's due a rest now before these big games coming up. So anyway, it'd be interesting. I put Ferner down as a must start. I can't see anything different. I put Sterling down as a must start. Hit 6. Let's hope he scores about 6. But looking at past experience, he'll probably have another nightmare against supposedly lesser opposition. No disrespect. I think Mahrez has got to start. Obviously, he's not giving him much of a start. And I think Foden's got to get it. He needs game time, doesn't he, before these big games coming up? In the same way perhaps KDB does, but is he going to play KDB against Wycombe? I'd imagine he'll bring him on at some stage if he doesn't, but there you go. And of course, the big question mark is Laporte and Stones. We have no idea how near or far they are from playing. I doubt whether very much they'd risk him if they're not fully fit against Wycombe. But the trouble is, if you don't, they're not going to get minutes before these next 3 massive games after Wycombe. This is the thing. So it's a real big problem for Pep and us, the fans, and City in general, I think, at the moment, which for our massive squad, it's just different positions that we're struggling on. We can probably cope with 2 or 3 midfielders missing, but if we're losing defenders, it is a bit of a struggle. And well, we won't mention attackers because we don't got none to miss, but there you go. So young players, I think might feature. I think it's I don't think Lavia, he's been in the senior squad, obviously. I don't think Lavia would play in this one, but I could certainly see Palmer, Adozie and McAtee playing, if available. There's an EFL game the same night, but I mean, he has pulled out players from that squad before to be on the first team squad, so won't be any surprise. I think Slicker will probably be on the bench. Well, he's the keeper, isn't he? The young keeper. But again, I'm not sure about Stefan or Carson. I have no idea is Stefan still injured? Obviously, Carson's okay to play, so I'm feeling Carson will play. But obviously, if Stefan's okay, he will. So there you go. It is a bit of a funny one, isn't it? I'll say, and add to that, Rodri's a problem. Apparently, Rodri is now a problem, although I wouldn't have expected him to play against Wycombe. But again, he's another one who perhaps needs minutes. If he doesn't play, he didn't play against Southampton, didn't feature there, doesn't play against Wycombe, he'll need time before the weekend. So anyway, I've gone through an 11, but this is, I say, question mark. It's just up for grabs, this, because it makes no sense whatsoever as a starting 11, but I think he's going to have to mess around with the formation, to be honest with you. So the 11 players I've put in, I'm not putting them specific to positions on the pitch, but I've put Carson, Walker, Diaz, Ferner, Cancelo, Palmer, McAtee, Foden, Mahrez, Sterling and Adozie. And that's my 11. As I say, I've given all the reasons previous to giving you that 11, but it's a very, very inexperienced young midfield, isn't it, with a couple of those guys. But as I say, I think KDB's definitely on the bench, and if need be, he'll come on the pitch. So anyway, let me know what you think, but it is very difficult this week, guys. I've not had such a problem. As I say, it's literally going to be to the last minute and fitness tests, I think, for certain players. So it's very difficult to sort of gauge what's going to happen. Right, on to the quick pre-match quirky stats, just interesting things. There's 1 or 2 things there, thanks to goal.com for some of these stats. City haven't faced Wycombe since April 1999. Oh. Yeah. With the Chairboys winning 2-1 at Main Road. I was there. It wasn't very good. In the league match with goals from Andrew Baird and Sean Devine. On the same weekend as that game, Pep Guardiola played for Barcelona against Atletico Madrid in a 1-1 draw in La Liga. Excellent. I think that's a great stat, that one. City have not been eliminated from this competition. Carabao Cup, it's our Carabao Cup, isn't it? By a side from outside the Premier League since September 2008 against Brighton. I've lost just once as a top flight side at home against a side from outside the top flight, won 35, drawn 9 and lost 1 A 1-2 defeat to Nottingham Forest in December 1993. Yeah, I think I've touched upon that in one of my history vlogs as well. Wycombe Wanderers of League One are looking to become the first ever side from the bottom 2 divisions of the Football League to win away from home against the holders of the competition in League Cup history. Previously, teams have drawn 5 and lost 15. The last side from outside the top flight to do so were Grimsby Town in October 2001 against Liverpool, winning 2-1 in extra time. At least it throws up some nice stats, these sort of games, don't they? And the last one, Pep Guardiola has progressed from 36 of his 37 previous cup ties against sides from outside the top flight in his career with Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Manchester City. Failing only, yes, only once, yeah, it had to be with City, didn't it? In the FA Cup 5th round, 2017-18 against, yeah, you've guessed it, Wigan Athletic, losing 1-0. That wasn't a great game, wasn't it? Well, it was. We totally battered them, didn't we, and lost 1-0, but hey, there you go. That's how it is. So there you go. I've no matchday live information. City are very slow, and as I say, I'm recording this a couple of days and a few hours before the actual game itself. So please tune in for my full match report, which will be available on Wednesday, the 22nd of September. Obviously, look back at the game and hopefully a good win, and we move on to the 4th round. But as I said, no disrespect to Wycombe, you never know. I think they're going to have a chance. This is a pretty good chance, but I'm not too sure what sort of team he's going to play. To be honest with you, it's be interesting to see. I'd love to see the big lad. I can't pronounce his name. Forgive me. Akafenwe, whatever he's called. But I'd like to. It'd be great to see him in the flesh. To be honest with you, I've seen him a lot over the years, obviously on telly. But that'd be nice if he does play. And please don't forget my 2 little specific Wycombe things. What I do, I try and inform and entertain. I've got the History Boys, of course, which looks back at the 4th of October 1995, which we've talked about. Not about our only win, of course, against Wycombe in history so far. And of course, my little odd show. And I just have again, it was a difficult one. It's hard. I think when I did the odd show one, it was a couple of days before this. So the injuries have sort of cropped up since then. So it was obviously it probably would have been even harder to do that now if I was to do it now. But have a look at that anyway if you get a chance. That'll be absolutely fantastic. About 15 minutes, all these shows. So please, if you just have it on in the background or have a listen, that'll be absolutely brilliant. Please, all thumbs up are much appreciated. So hopefully I will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching. What we're going to do rest today, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. Until we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps if you want a break, please have a look at my film and TV stuff as well. I try and inform and entertain on there in my normal way. I think you get a gauge for that now. Have you watched a few of these vlogs? Please, but if it's back on the Citizen channel, whenever it is we meet, all I ever ask is please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.